Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and good morning all of you. This is Ashima, your current affairs and banking awareness faculty, and in this video we'll be talking about all the major news events that have happened in the past day, and we'll be talking about all the major news events in highlights form so that it covers all the major news events in less time possible. And for those who want to practice questions, for them we have everyday a live quiz which happens on Entri app, which is completely free of cost and everyone can attempt that. That will help you in everyday practice of the questions. Right? Starting with the discussion of the news events, the first news event is related to G20 Cultural Ministers meeting. Now, Indian delegation was led by Meenakshi Lekhi, who is the Minister of State for Culture, and the host of the meeting was Italy because G20 leadership for 2021 is with Italy. And in this meeting, G20 Culture Working Group terms of reference was adopted. That is the importance of this meeting which was organized. Right now, going ahead, Bhubaneswar, which is a city in Odisha, has become the first Indian city to have 100% vaccination against COVID-19. This is the first city to have completed this vaccination process 100%. Nikol Pashinyan has been reappointed as the Prime Minister of Armenia by the President Armen Sarkisyan. Now, this is the second term of him being the president. From 2021 to 2026, he is going to be the president of Armenia. RBI has empaneled the IndusInd Bank to act as agency bank. That is, now it can perform transactions of all kinds of government-led businesses from now on, which includes the collection of professional tax, collection of VAT, state excise duties, and also it can manage the transactions which are related to revenue receipts under the CBDT, CCBIC, and GST, and that can be on behalf of state government as well as central government. Also, collection of stamp duty from citizens will also or can also be done by IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank current CEO is Sumant Katpalia ji. Sumant Katpalia is the current CEO, and headquarters of IndusInd Bank are in Pune. Then, International Monetary Fund or IMF has approved the allocation of 650 billion US dollars in form of special drawing rights or SDR. The allocation is going to be effective from 23rd of August 2021. Now, this is the largest allocation that has been made by IMF till date since its formation, and it is going to be beneficial in helping the countries to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic and also to boost the global liquidity. SDR will be credited to IMF countries as per their contribution or their proportion in the existing quotas of the fund. IMF currently is headquartered in Washington, D.C. Washington DC, the headquarters are there, whereas the MD and chairperson is Kristalina Georgi. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD, has sanctioned 445.89 crores for drinking water projects in 4 districts of Punjab, them being Firozpur, Fazilka, Hoshiarpur and Roopnagar. These are the 4 districts of Punjab, and the fund was sanctioned under the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund or RIDF. Now, RIDF is a fund which functions under NABARD and it was created for the same purpose. Now, when was that fund created or RIDF created? That was in the year 1995-96, whereas NABARD was created in the year 1982. NABARD current chairperson is G.R. Chintala, and it is headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra. US solar technology company with the name First Solar is going to invest 684 million in a new fully vertically and integrated photovoltaic thin film solar module manufacturing facility, which is in Tamil Nadu. So this project will have a capacity of 3 gigawatts and it will commence operations in the second half of 2023. India and US are going to virtually co-host the 4th annual Indo-Pacific Business Forum, which will be in October 2021. For this, a partnership has happened between US Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Commerce, Confederation of Indian Industry, Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and US ASEAN Business Council. These are the ones who have come to agreement to host this summit to promote commerce, funding, and financial cooperation between United States and the Indo-Pacific region as a whole. Then Federation of Telangana Chambers of Commerce and Industry have entered into agreement with Cooperation for Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry to promote the business between Afghanistan and Telangana. Why We Kneel, How We Raise is a book which is written by Michael Anthony Holding and has been released recently. Then there is a Kasturba Hospital in Manipal, which has won IMC RBNQ Efficiency Excellence Trophy 2020, which is by IMC Ramkrishna Bajaj Nationwide High Quality Award. Glenmark Pharmaceuticals has signed an agreement with Sanotize Research and Development Cooperation for manufacturing, marketing, and distribution of Sanotize's product nitric oxide nasal spray, also called as NONS, for COVID-19 treatment in the Asia as well as India as well as Asian market, in all of them. So this NONS is tested, and nitric oxide contains antimicrobial properties which affect SARS-CoV-2, and therefore it is a very important product. European Union has imposed a fine on Amazon.com Incorporation for processing personal data by violating the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation. For that, a fine for 886.6 million, or you can say 746 million euros, has been imposed on Amazon Incorporation for the particular by European Union. Hotline has been established by Indian Army in Kongrala, North Sikkim, and China's People Liberation Army at Kamzadzong in the Tibetan region. So this is going to increase the trust between both the forces along the Indo-China border. In July 2021, the GST collection was said to be at 1.16 lakh crore, which is 33% more compared to the last year's collection. Senior General Min Aung Hlaing has declared himself as Prime Minister of Myanmar. He is the chief of Myanmar's military army. And if we talk about Myanmar, Myanmar had elections last year in the month of November, but the democratically elected government was decided as undemocratic, and therefore military rule was going on till date. Now the military leader has imposed himself as the Prime Minister. Priyanka Chopra Jonas has been appointed as a brand ambassador of Bulgaria recently. Nikol Pashinyan has been reappointed as Prime Minister of Armenia, and Lieutenant General Tarun Kumar Chawla has been appointed as Director General of Artillery. State Bank of India has launched a new feature, SIM binding, on YONO and YONO Lite apps. That is, you only need one app. Now, SIM binding means that for those who are operating on these apps, they have to have the registered mobile number in that particular phone. So only those devices which have that registered mobile number SIM will be able to work on these apps. This is a binding feature where SIM is necessary for functioning of these apps. Then we have 112th Annual Day celebrations of National Center for Disease Control. And in this, Mansukh Mandaviya ji, who is the Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, and Minister of State for the same, that is Dr. Bharti Pawar, both of them were present. and various projects were inaugurated, including the PG hostel and guest house, a newsletter with the title National Program on Climate Change and Human Health. Then a National Health Adaptation Plan was also launched on air pollution, and National Health Adaptation Plan on heat. Both of them were also released. Center for Environmental and Occupational Health Climate Change was also framed as a newsletter. Indian Bank has entered into an MOU with Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, or SINE, of IIT Bombay. Now they're going to work together for research and development, and also promote startups and small business. So Indian Bank has a scheme in the Spring Board. Under this, it is going to offer loans up to 50 crores to all the startups who meet the guidelines and show the possible prospects, so that they can meet their capital requirement for raising their startup to bringing in machinery and equipments and everything that they require. Initial financial support will be granted by Indian Bank under this Ind Spring Board. LIC Card Service Limited has collaborated with IDBI Bank to launch RuPay credit cards. The name of credit cards are Lumi Platinum Credit Card and Eclat Select Credit Card. Renowned Indian author of English fiction, Kunal Basu, has announced his new novel with the title In an Ideal World. Argentinian writer Luciano Wernicke's new book, The Most Incredible Olympic Stories, has been released recently. Australia's Emma McKinnon has become the first woman swimmer to win 7 medals in a single Olympics. Four gold and 3 bronze, and that was in Tokyo Olympics. Now, McKinnon had also won 4 medals in the last Olympics, that is Rio Olympic Games. Second of all, who are the other swimmers to have won 7 medals in a single Olympic? Them being the most famous Michael Phelps. Then we have Mark Spitz, and Matt Biondi. Now, apart from that, the only woman to have 7 medals, apart from now Emma McKinnon, that is the only second woman, that was in 1952, a Russian gymnast, Maria Gorokoyska is the one who is a Russian gymnast. She was the only woman to have won in any game, that being in gymnastics, 7 medals. Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji had laid foundation stone for Uttar Pradesh State Institute of Forensic Science in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh recently. World's largest star sapphire cluster was found in Sri Lanka. This pale blue stone is said to have expected value of 100 million US dollars in international market, and its weight is approximately 510 kilograms, or you can say 5 million carats. Now, talking about it, this has been unveiled after some people were doing certain work. Now, furthermore, the capital of Sri Lanka, that is Sri Jayawardhanapure Kotte, and the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajpaksha, and the President is Gotabaya Rajpaksha. PhonePe has introduced a UPI-based auto pay feature for mutual fund investment, and this is the first digital investment platform to have this auto pay feature for SIP. This is for SIP, it has been launched. What is SIP? That is Systematic Investment Plan. The payment for that can be done automatically or deducted automatically via this feature. Paytm Payments Bank has become the first bank in India to achieve the milestone of 1 crore FASTag. With this, we'll be winding up this segment, and I hope this session has been helpful to all of you. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.